Hey guys, my name's Chris and this is Financial Fitness and I'm back with the Analyst.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here.
And I'm really trying to wrap my mind around these cryptos that are very, very likely going to be used in the future. And one of them that was brought to my attention a couple of years ago was Chainlink. And a professor, a physics professor, he really helped me out kind of understanding what it did. And he said it was the pipeline. And I mulled on that for a long time, and Chainlink really hadn't done as much as these other cryptos.
Yeah.
But I have a theory on that, and I'm going to run it past you and see what you think. So, I'm covering Chainlink in a redneck welder kind of way. It takes forever to need a pipeline.
Yeah.
The facility has to be set up for the pipeline to even be needed. We're not really using crypto right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, overall, as a society, we're not. Yeah, little small sectors.
If this was the internet, we're just sending emails.
Exactly. There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good analogy. Now I've told you it's the pipeline. It's an oracle, right? Can you expand on what an oracle is and relate it to the pipeline?
Yeah. So what I've heard a lot of people way smarter than me say is that data is the oil of the 21st century. And basically what Chainlink is building is the infrastructure for all the data or all the oil to travel. So Chainlink is partnered, if you go on CoinGecko and look at the top 200 blockchain projects, Chainlink is partnered with damn near every single one of them because they are facilitating the transfer of data. So they're the pipelines where all the data is going to be running through. And that's more in layman's terms. That's what they're doing.
But it sends like real world data to the transaction.
Correct.
As far down as what the weather was and all these things that. So when we start using this technology, we'll have that stuff available. It's really going to help the transaction, right? Is that?
Yeah, and because it's blockchain, a distributed ledger, the data is immutable and trustless. So it's like it's secure as it could be. So when the drone delivers the package to your house, there's data, and then the drone is probably partnered with Chainlink, so that data is going to get sent to all the other companies. So it's all in real time. All the data is getting spread around.
So hard to think about this,
Yeah.
and and we were just talking about. And we'll finish with Chainlink, but I want to talk about Enjin coin and this gamer stuff that I
gaming
don't
and Metaverse.
understand. It's really hard to understand this, but it's very important that we start trying.
Absolutely.
So, what else? What brings the value to Chainlink? What's going to make the price go up?
Well, once the infrastructure is in place, so like you were talking about, with your experience welding and stuff like
when
that,
we get
it
the
takes
facility
time.
set up,
and
to the main line, we're going to need these jumper lines and the infrastructure. That's, I guess, when Chainlink's going to go up.
Yeah, and I consider Chainlink a blue chip, so lower risk, lower reward. So for people who are new to crypto, it's still a higher risk to them. But long term, it's gonna be around. I mean, it's partnered with everybody.
Well, it's about around $20, and it very well could be $1,000 one day.
Absolutely,
but that's still nowhere near what some of these other cryptos are going to do.
Yeah, like that price might take 5 to 10 years, as opposed to some of these tokens that are higher risk might do that in 6 months.
And by the time we get there, we'll be laughing about what the dollar's worth. So we're still denominating in dollars for now.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that we have to look at. But anyway, keep going. Let's jump from Chainlink. So we know we got the infrastructure thing going.
Yeah.
To the gaming stuff, because this is a real hang-up for me, because I don't play video games. I think it's just so dumb to sit around all day and play them. I'm sorry, gamers. I have other things I have to do.
Yeah.
But they're extremely addictive. I know if I got into video games, I would be just all in.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like crack. You gotta stay away, or else you're gonna get addicted. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not really into that, and I don't really want to put those headsets on ever in my life. The Metaverse thing could really be used for bad things, and I think it's going to be. So I'm just going to try to not do any of that.
Yeah.
But how does these cryptos that involve Enjin coin and the gamer tokens? How is that worth anything?
Well, I'm going to say some things that maybe some people haven't heard before, some wild perspectives, but if you've seen the movie Ready Player One, I believe that is where humanity's headed quicker than most people imagine. So I think most of humanity is going to have to rely on a UBI to survive, and they're going to go merge into the metaverse to earn money. You're going to be able to go in there and have a real job in the metaverse. eventually there might be more jobs in the metaverse than in this verse, the universe. And so with blockchain technology, that's needed, for all the tokens to be, move around from this metaverse to that metaverse, for every item in the metaverse to be an NFT. So you can own a house in the metaverse, or you can own a sword, and you actually have ownership. The blockchain is needed. And so gaming is going to be massive. I mean, just look at the industry as a whole. The last 5 years, I think it's had a few $1 trillion pumped into it. And the projections for the next 10 years, I think right now there's less than a trillion gamers in the world, a billion gamers in the world. And by 2030, I think half of humanity is going to be gaming, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we probably won't be denominated in dollars either.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no telling. All this stuff's really hard to figure out price-wise because of the stimulus. We're 2/5 of all spending is stimulus. Mm-hmm. So, well, I don't know how many more of these we get. I imagine it's until we have a meltdown. Mm. But anyway.
And one more thing I want to add. When we look at the lockdowns that are happening now, and in the future we're going to see climate lockdowns, more people are at home, and then that's all happening at the same time as this metaverse technology is rolling out. And I'm not a coincidence theorist, so I think, there's a timeline for humanity, and I think we're seeing it unfold. So, as an investor, I see massive opportunity.
It's the perfect storm for crypto.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah. You can see that. You can see they whoop up another bat flu, and everybody stays home and works from home through the metaverse somehow.
Yeah.
We don't know how yet. It's still really new, but this is really interesting technology, and every time I hear something, I'm gonna get people like this to show it to you, and I'm gonna put the name. He has a channel called The Analyst. I'm gonna put it in the description, and I'm gonna pin it in the comments and check his channel out because he does lots of stuff. He really cares about his fellow brothers, and I think he's a good guy. I hope you like him.
All right, appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Later.